Okay. So here we are, April 11th, 4/11/2024. And I am here in Plano, Texas at the Plano Hilton Granite Park Hotel, getting ready for an event that I did a year ago called Change Life Destiny. And I find it very ironic that I am going to an event called Change Life Destiny, immediately following seeing a solar eclipse just 3 hours away over my birthday. Over my birthday, which was April 7th, the eclipse was April 8th. 60,000 person festival that was going on down in outside of Austin, Texas. And if you have ever witnessed an eclipse, they're no joke, they're pretty, they get dark, you see things, but it's a very special thing. And I just want to let you know that in 2017, 7 years ago, I witnessed another eclipse in Oregon, and it changed my life destiny forever. And it was interesting because the following week after the 2017 Oregon Eclipse Festival was Burning Man. Dagmar, have you heard of Burning Man?
Yes, I've heard of it, but I've never been, of course.
Yeah, well, Burning Man, and it's a thing for sure. And I left there and changed life destiny. Everything that happened after that really took me to a deep part of myself. But what has come out of that is this Bioharmonic Technologies. 7 years later, having an eclipse on my birthday, and then immediately driving out of that to this Change Life Destiny event in the wake of this amazing celestial event where literally time stands still. It's so interesting to watch these eclipses, and I want to move into something more like vibe specific, but I'd like to make a comment through my observation. Hello, actually, I want to just continue. Through my observation, that you start seeing the moon eclipsing the sun, and you start seeing it moves pretty quick. And next thing you know, at the end, it gets really slow. It's like that sliver just stays, seems like forever. And then clink, and you just see it getting darker and darker and darker. And it was 1:30 in the afternoon, and you just saw it get like ominously dark and cold. It's amazing how the weather changed. Then all of a sudden, it eclipses, and it stays eclipsed for 3 or 4 minutes. Time stops for 3 to 4 minutes. Time never stops, but during an eclipse, a time stops. And I feel it's like an interdimensional, it's a doorway to another dimension, and it's like a drain that opens. It's like shh, all the information's going through, and it then closes. And it took a good hour for the eclipse to come out the other side as well, too. So in the wake of all that energy, we're left with whatever went through the wormhole is left on this side, movement of energy spinning around. And that's why it's so important to have your astrological chart read going into an eclipse, so you know what planets are being amplified during that time. And the planets that are being amplified in my chart this year versus 2017, completely different ball game. So, and the good news is it's all around community. It's all about business. It's all about relationships, which is what this company is all about. So I'm taking that very seriously as we step deeper into this next phase. I'd love to get back to what Dagmar was talking about how you're about to do a spiritual fair, correct?
Yes.
And um, tell me what you were saying. Oh, about how the guy said that there's another technology, another vibrational technology in Germany.
Yes.
And I said, there will be many. And there's many beds that can vibrate. They're actually pretty easy to make. You get some transducers, you can buy them online, you hook up some wires, you plug in an amplifier, and boom, you put them inside something that will vibrate, and boom, you got yourself a vibrating bed. But what are you playing through that vibrating bed? And at what level are you going to be vibrating into your connective tissue? And who's developing the vibrational bed? Is it a doctor with nearly 25 years experience? Is it somebody that's been in the vibroacoustic space for since 2012 and has been formulating vibroacoustic music since 2007? You know, all these things. Does it come with a dedicated tablet? What are the quality of the headphones? What's the quality of the device? All the things.
I don't know.
Well, but this is my point. And as we're making this recording, people have been asking me, oh, it's in our sound bed. And I want to let you know, last night where I was before I drove up to Dallas, I went to, remember I told you I was at like a 50, 60,000 person music festival. They had an after party. And I met this gentleman who had the same birthday as me. And anyhow, I didn't really know much about him other than we met at the festival and he was at the after party and I spoke with him and I was like, what are you up to now? You know? And anyhow, he's doing this huge real estate deal, blah, 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 up in Vancouver. But I said, what did you do before? And you know what he told me? He said that he's in the light fur business. Picture like faux fur, like at the festivals, like that, where like you'd wear like a jacket at a festival and it had like this like fake fur, but he would have lights that would be embedded inside of it. And he would take it to like festivals and stuff. Super nichey, right? Anyhow, when he founded it, he was the only person in the space. And then all of a sudden, all these people started coming into space. They started manufacturing the fur in China, and it was a downward spiral. And he exited. He sold his company and made millions of dollars. And I thought that was really inspiring, in terms of, and him and we spoke about this because I said, I'm making vibrational sound beds. And he goes, I know. He goes, I was in your installation and I had a very profound experience. And he goes, I want to collaborate with you with this fur and the lights with the vibes. So stay tuned for some cool stuff coming down the road. But also, what I want to say is, I'm one of the first people in this industry, and people all are understanding that this is a good idea. But what's the quality? What's the music? What's the background? And so we're here to really pull ourselves to the front of the pack and then stay there. So each and every one of you that are a part of this community, just know that you have a founder that's committed to um, this industry. What I saw in 2009 when I got the download to make this is like, this is the future of frequency medicine. And I'm excited to see that uh, it's all manifesting now in a very big way. And Dagmar, I'm excited that you and others in in uh, in Germany are promoting this product, and we want to get more out in Germany, through Europe, and around the world. So let me know how we can support you with that, and we can get you signs and brochures and all that stuff as well too, which I recommend getting ready for this event. And JK, can you unmute yourself? Can you not unmute yourself? I see that's not working. Okay. I can't hear what you say. Feel free to message us in the chat if you'd like to do that. And there we go. Sorry, I'm in a busy area. I'm not able to listen. Okay, cool. Eclipse was amazing. And where are you located? Well, that was Jim. Okay. JK, where are you located?
One second.
There you go. Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Okay. Well, we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue. I love these live Zoom calls, and we're gonna continue. So Dagmar, just refresh. You have your Vibe, correct?
I ordered two, but I only received one so far.
Okay, yeah, they are coming. Linda is working that out. In fact, she's on her way right now to Dallas to join me at this show, and we have a whole time planned to review all the shipping situations that's going on. So hang tight. In the meantime, my question, you going into doing your first show, what questions do you have? How can
I
we
have ma
support you?
I have many questions, but who else is when I talked to Amy or Linda in the beginning, I know that only three guys have the Vibe badge just for their personal how do you
Use,
say?
use.
Yes. So and I googled because I'm very close to Holland. I basically can walk into Holland.
Okay.
Um and very close to Belgium, 20 minutes away. So I mean, everything would have been like easy to test it out in Holland or in Belgium. And I was kind of like, oh, this is all. Nobody has the bed in Holland. Nobody has the bed in Belgium. And
Not
usually the
yet.
Dutch people are more open for novelties, like new things. Like for the EES Center, they
Yeah.
were the first ones to establish like 2 years ago. And Germany was 2 years behind, and now they are starting to do the centers in Germany. So I was like, okay, that's
Well, we were just in Amsterdam. There was a couple. Yeah, we haven't quite popped the Holland bubble. Actually, that's not true. That's totally not true. One of our original Vibe owners from before COVID 2019, she is in Holland and she's using it for personal use. She's in the
okay.
north. She's in the north. Let me find you. Actually, if you could send me a WhatsApp
Yeah.
specifically, send it to me specifically. I can add you or ask Amy. Actually, they probably don't even have access to our German group, but we have eight members, eight
Eight.
members in our German WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Um, so in our German WhatsApp Vibe community. So if you message me, I can add you directly into that group and you can network with all
Okay.
them. Um, and then I'm wanting to, just since we're here, um, and having this
Can
conversation.
you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Feel free to share what you were going to share.
Oh, I just was letting you know I was here.
Okay. And where are you located?
Cristobal, Texas.
Where is Cristobal, Texas?
Cristobal, Texas is like 14 miles south of San Angelo, Texas. It's West Texas,
How far are you from Dallas?
about 5 hours.
Oh, okay. Wow. You're no close. Well, we just got to Dallas
No,
and how close are you to Austin?
about 4 hours.
Okay. So yeah, you're kind of in the middle of nowhere, Texas.
That's it.
All right. Well,
I met y'all at Plano.
yes. Okay. Petra Ooms. She is she's on our owner's chat. You can totally message her. She's lovely. She bought a Vibe to treat her autistic children. And basically her and her entire family are on the spectrum. And I got a chance to meet her when I was in Amsterdam. She took me to the beach. The Amsterdam beach is totally different than like the other beaches. So,
Yep.
but we had a lovely lunch, and it was actually really beautiful the time that we spent together. And she's one of our original people. We haven't gotten any others into Holland yet. So, feel free to be a bridge. And Belgium, I don't think we've had any inquiries in Belgium at all. So, feel free to open that up.
What about, I mean, the taxes we have to pay was almost like 30% of the bet. So I don't know.
But we gave you a reduced
Yeah, I
invoice,
know.
correct?
Yeah, and you made a yes. The thing is, now I already went to one fair, but I couldn't use the bed because of the amplifier, and I added the cost when someone said how much is the bed on top of it, so that they already knew that. But it's like 30%,
More.
So yeah.
Listen, you know what? Technology can be expensive. We're getting things in and out of the world. Part of the issues we're having with our shipping is that we're setting up global shipping. Like sometimes you got to go through being disorganized before we can get organized. And we're in conversations with DHL. We're in conversations with FedEx. We're really working on doing some, going deeper into some other areas with this. We're trying to get our shipping costs way down, and actually volume is what brings the cost down. And we're excited to be able to actually offer free shipping. We're actually going to offer free shipping to all of our vibes around the world. And so that's something that that we're establishing right now, which will be a game changer. And we can always write out a different invoice for the import taxes. And so that's what we have going on. So ask me, so I want to be open to questions from you guys. I want to take questions. I know, Dagmar, every time you're on the last couple of weeks, you've been like, I have lots of questions.
Yeah.
Ask the questions. And then is it Jake? What's your name down there in Texas?
It's JK.
Okay, you are JK. Okay, cool.
Yes.
JK. Yeah, we met you down at CryoCon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my table is supposed to be here, or my vibe is supposed to be here like within the next few days.
Yeah, it's everything got shipped out. So we're excited for you to get that vibe.
I have over 100 people waiting to get on the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So I want to have a couple conversations about this. First, I'm going to ask Dagmar what questions she has, and then JK, I want to ask you. We want to go over how to process and how to maximize that experience. Okay.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to get into over the next 30 minutes. So Dagmar, what questions do you have?
Okay, so in one interview, I've tried to watch as many videos as I could from you to understand. And then in one video, I think I understood that the protocol on the tablet. I understood that you can put in, like, for example, search, like, let's say, migraine or something, and then that it would show up like a recommendation what program to run if someone has a migraine. Is that correct or not?
That's not correct. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. That's
okay. What's the protocol for then?
So the number one thing, and this is why we are part of the education that we're working with, is we try to make these protocols as easy as possible. So you do have that music menu, okay? And we kind of make it as vanilla and easy as possible, and maybe lack some of the detail on purpose, because I want you to take a high level kind of look at things. So I want you to just, if you're not familiar with, headaches or anything like that, we could talk about the pathophysiology. What's a headache? 99% of the time, it's inflammation. What protocol treats inflammation? Cell cleanser. If it's a headache and it's in your head, maybe work with Spectrum. If people get headaches, they can be overwhelmed. What's a good protocol? What's a good treatment? What's a good Sonic-Ceutical for feeling overwhelmed? Energy clearing. And when you're doing energy clearing album, and you open it up, there's 5 different tracks. The one that I recommend you use on the Vibe is Body Clearing Instrumental.
Okay. But is there anywhere like a list or something I can read on what is for what or not? I mean,
Yeah, on the music menu, you could read about that. Now, one other thing, yeah, music, it should have come with your Vibe. It should have come with your
the little thing that also said, okay, that doesn't work no more. I
why?
mean,
Wait, what little
I
thing you
don't
talking
know.
about?
It's like a flat kind of tablet thing where that also shows the instructions how to assemble the bed and stuff.
Oh, yeah, the battery probably died. There's a charger that came with it.
I did charge it. It doesn't work no more. So I don't know if there is like um I don't know, like something loose or something, because it switches on and then it turns off in the middle. Then you can switch it on again and it goes for a couple of seconds and then it turns off again.
Send
But
me a
I
video.
charged it the whole night. Say again?
Nice. Send me a video
Okay.
just so I could see it. I mean, the reality of it is they're not really warranted. We haven't been having issues with it. I fly all around the world with that thing and plug it in at different places. I mean,
Okay.
but listen, things can go wrong with a digital brochure, So if we need to say, what I would recommend is when you sell your first Vibe, I'll send 2, and then you can get a replacement when that happens.
But I will get another one with the second bed, right?
I'll send you. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah,
get another.
so
Yeah, you'll get a
yeah,
second one
then
with it.
it's
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
then
You'll
it's
get.
not
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll have a second one.
Yeah. So I couldn't
Okay,
read
so
it. Couldn't,
so I wanted to continue though with when you
yeah.
log into the Vibrofile app. That's the app with the V. When you open up
Yes.
that Vibrofile app and you log in, we will upgrade you. If you haven't done this yet, we will upgrade you to Pro for free as a Vibe owner. All you have to do is
Okay.
message once you create the profile. Just go to our website, send a chat to customer service, and say, please upgrade my Vibrofile to Pro. I'm a Vibe owner,
Okay.
and we'll take care of it. And then just give your name and your login information, and that's that. So,
Okay.
so that's that. And once you log in, you'll have access to 21 preset protocols. And we also try to make this really self-explanatory, like neurodegeneration. Maybe I'm just too, maybe things that are obvious to me might not be obvious to
Yeah, I mean,
you.
yes.
Okay. So I could
I was like,
appreciate.
what is this descending PHI?
Okay.
What does he mean with it? So I'm like, try to Google it.
These are
Nah.
these are great questions. I want to let you know, remember, this is a journey since 2007. There's a lot of like conceptual, like Sonic-Ceuticals Volume 1 was a total concept sketch album. And this predated me making vibrational sound beds. So I was just making albums. And I was just naming them something a little bit in code, just because I was thinking to myself, if this is the future of the medicine of medicine, I don't want to be putting out, specific names for conditions, because I don't want to get in trouble, So I just made these kind of code names but I mean, phi ascending and descending, phi, PHI. If you Google PHI, you will see that is the phi ratio, not pi, which is PI. It's phi, PHI. And and with with that, you and then so what it is, it's the phi ratio, it's the mathematical ratio of the connective tissue. And then ascending, it's got spinal frequencies that are
Good
versus
morning, everyone. Welcome
going.
to 51426, the service to DFW. As you're making
That's Fabiola. She's on her way also to Dallas with to join me here at Change Life Destiny. So thank you, Fabiola, for tuning into my call. Be getting you at the airport, and have a safe flight. Phi ascending. So it's got spinal frequencies. Ascending meaning going up, descending going down. So it's the phi ratio and spinal frequencies. Those are what we refer to as naked Sonic-Ceuticals. I refer as naked Sonic-Ceuticals. What's a naked Sonic-Ceutical? Meaning that it's got fundamental mathematics for the connective tissue and spinal frequencies. You can play other music with that and get that same physiological effect. Or you could just play it in the raw, in the bare, naked. Did that answer your question?
Kind of.
Kind of.
I think I will. Yeah, I think I
Ask
will
me.
probably have to Google a little bit more.
No, you don't need. Google's not going to tell you anything. So let me give you some more information. The phi ratio. This is the highway to your connective tissue. This is what's going to vibrate your connective tissue. And then we have ascending, meaning going up. So we have spinal frequencies, L5, L4, L3, L2, L1. Those are all the lumbar spine nerve roots. T12, T11, T10, T9, T8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are your thoracic spinal ascending frequencies associated with the heart and the lungs and the muscles of the intercostals and things. And then we have C7 or C8, C7, C6, C5, C4, C3, C2, and C1. These are all different spinal frequencies that are just activating your nervous system. So this is all basically like a nervous system activator. Anything you want to activate the nervous system for, just lay them on the vibe. And really, why would we want to ascend? It's like releasing, okay? We're like releasing up and out of the spine versus descending. We're grounding down into the earth or into the body.
Okay.
So as a excuse me, guys, it's been a long week. Festival. Think about things that you're going to want to ground. Okay. If somebody's wanting grounding, spinal descending is great. If you're wanting to do something like release something, phi ascending is a good protocol. So these are all aspects that we're wanting you to understand when using these protocols.
So it's kind of what I did is probably to run both products is kind of counterproductive.
Yeah, probably one or the other. I mean, it depends what you're doing with it. Like if you want to just, there's nothing wrong as a tonic or just as a global aspect. Like, hey, I want to just I have a lot of physical things going on. Cool. Just run the whole album. I mean,
Yeah, I
Sonic-Ceuticals
did.
Volume 1, Sonic-Ceuticals Volume 1, dude, bone regeneration. It's got
Yeah.
frequencies for the bone. It's got regenerative frequencies in it. Muscle relaxation, neurostimulation relaxes the muscles, stimulates the nervous system. Think, create, imagine, great for the brain. And creativity, DMT activation. I'm going down order off the top of my head. Visceral healing, working with frequencies for all the internal organs of your body. Universal Phi. Oh, this is another secret code one, Dagbar. Universal Phi, and it's magical. You want to use this one all the time.
Okay.
Universal Phi is for stem cell activation.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a secret. I mean, some of these, listen, when I made them, I wrote them in code. Taboo. I might be able to redo them now, but I mean, these are my classic original albums. Universal Phi it calls in stem cell activation. And then we have the spinal ascending, spinal descending. We have all those that, like we just went over, a wound healing of the upper and lower extremity. So once again, it has spinal frequencies of the just the upper part, and also phi ratio, and then we have specific mathematics for healing wounds, open wounds, closed wounds, emotional wounds, all these things. And I think that's the album.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought to put someone that has a lot of like physical imbalances or physical problems to put them on the program for an hour, which I did a couple of times now. And now I was like, okay, maybe that was counterproductive.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all. And in fact, let's put it this way. And I designed it like this on purpose. Bone regeneration. Trust me, everything matters. Like when I'm putting together, bone regeneration. Brain nervous system balancing. Wait, what am I trying to say? Muscle relaxation, neurostimulation. Visceral healing, wound healing of the upper extremities. Then we get universal Phi, stem cell activation. I think I switched those around, but anyhow, then you get into spinal ascending, releasing, spinal descending, grounding. So we leave you not like up in the clouds, but we ground you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I always have to translate them into German, and then I also, of course, since I'm an interior designer, it's like, okay, I don't know what this is.
Message us in the group.
Yeah.
Message us in the group. Actually, give me 1 second, and I'm gonna come back and I want to talk. I want to address what JK was talking about. Okay, and give me a second.
And Dagbar,
Yes.
hi, this is Phil.
Hi.
I talk a lot on here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
One
meet
of
you
the
too.
things with me is my wife and I started this. This is actually a year for us. We were actually at the event that Steven's at right now. It starts Friday, and we're going to go see him again. It'll be our 1 year anniversary to start doing this as well. My wife and I have a business that we run out of our home. I'm Phil. Rose, you want to get on camera? Hi. Yeah, there's my wife right there, Rose. Hi, guys. That's Rose. And I'm not sure. You may have seen me moving around a bunch. We're loading our RV to head out of town. But I thought I heard you say something was cutting out on you. Was that your iPad, the pad with the music?
No, the little one where it has the instructions how to assemble the bed, and then it cut out, and I didn't even see what followed. Then I charged it overnight, and then I could only make it work for a couple of seconds, then it cut down again. So
okay, I thought maybe you were talking about the tablet, because I'll tell you what we know about the tablet. This will help you. since we do so much, because we do a lot of people, we would have issues to where the tablet would be running, and then all of a sudden it would, start and stop. And so if that happens to you ever, because it didn't happen
Yeah.
at first, what we found out talking to Amy was that every single time you get ready to start your new day vibing people, reset your tablet. So,
Okay.
all you gotta do is go
How do
in
you
and
reset it?
you hold the on button and it'll pop up and it'll say restart, and you just tap restart. And
Okay.
I was asking on the WhatsApp how to do that, because we kept having that problem with it stopping. And Amy said, "Oh yeah, we've heard about this before." So we started doing that every single time. Like I said, it may not happen to you right at first, because it took several months before it started happening to us.
Oh,
So then once it started happening, it was happening quite frequently. And Amy said, "Oh yeah, I've heard of that before. Just hold your power button until restart pops up. He let it restart, and it won't do it anymore."
Well,
okay.
and let me just share with you, we buy our tablets through Lenovo,
Yeah, they're awesome.
and they are good, and our rep is amazing, dude. Everything we have on our, like, we work with amazing people, super stoked on it. But what I want to share with you is we went through, like, Dagmar, the tablets you have is like a Gen 4 tablet. Phil, the tablets you have are Gen 3. And they just keep coming out with these, like, they keep upgrading them. So what happens is the software updates,
Yeah, so hers may not
and
do it. Yeah.
so you just need to, they're always fixing bugs, in a system like that. I do recommend that you do shut down the tablet, just at the end of the night. But when you do turn it back on, just as a program default, it always turns on at 50%. It's just what they do. It's like, so you don't blow your ear, because nobody's expecting you to be plugging this into a vibrational sound bed. They just assume that you're going to use a tablet, so it defaults to 50%. You always have to turn the volume up on the tablet. Always do that. And then you adjust the vibration and the audio in the ears. And so that's a very important fact. And if you need to do an update, you can also go down into settings, scroll in settings to updates, and see if there's any available updates. Phil, you there? Phil, you should do that. Phil, you there? Can you hear me? So I'll just talk, Phil. Go into settings, scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says system updates or updates. And then it'll say if there needs to be an update, just click that button. It'll update it automatically for you. And that will resolve that, like, kind of delay thing just by doing a computer update. You, Dagmar, you have the Gen 4s. You should be fine. And we work with the Gen 4s. We haven't had any issues either. So, okay. I wanted to talk about, let's see, where are we? Okay. That's cool. JK,
Yes.
let's talk about your 100 people getting ready to vibe.
Yeah, they're all excited.
Why do you have 100 people? Tell me your background, like how long it's taken for you to get 100 people, and how do you have 100 people ready to vibe?
Well, I have several clients. I'm a medical massage practitioner, and so I have several clients in different towns, and they are all. I came home from the convention and told them all about it, and they're excited because I'm excited.
Great. So I would have them in your system, have some kind of CRM, some kind of digital, even if you just make like a little, like, Google Doc,
Right.
anything, like a little survey. What pain level do you have? What emotional state on a scale 0 to 10? What's your pain level? 0 to 10. What's your emotional level? 0 to 10. Like, you could just, like, 5 things, super simple, super quick, name, email, phone number. because what's great is you can have these 100 people in a Google Doc. Now you have data and you have them documented. And once you have the Google, you can drop that right into any CRM. And now you have all of your Vibe owners. You can market to them. You can, offer them packages. So the number one thing that I would recommend is you have these 100 people, get it in. And are you charging these people?
Yes.
What are you charging them?
Well, I'm going to start out charging them $40.
Okay. What price would you like to charge?
I think $40 to $50 would be about right. Or, the people at other places, they charge a lot more in the Metroplex. Where I'm at in West Texas, it's going to take a little while to get them to build up to, like $75.
So what I would do is charge them 40
Yes.
and just say, listen, to the first 20 people, we're going to offer, $40 a session. Right. And let's say 20 are booked like in a day. Cool. Right. If that's what's going to happen, then say, you know what? We had such an amazing success. We're going to offer this to another 20 and just keep, and then when it kind of dies, and then, I mean, whatever, because really, if you have, dude, that's $4,000 if you get 100 people, paying you $40. So boom, you got 2,000.
I can buy another table.
You can buy another V.I.B.E system. Exactly. So it'd be very strategic. Hey, I'm offering $40 to the first 20 people, first 40 people, whatever you want to do. And maybe you do 40 people and then, or maybe the first 50 people. And then then bump it $10.
Yeah.
And then you get the second half going for that way. And if you're doing it via email, please register for your, $40 session. We're offering this only for the first, 20 to 40 people. Then the price is going up to $60. And then you can put it out. Okay, we just, due to record response, we're offering a $10, only a $10 before we go to 20 for the next 20 people. And
right.
Okay, so then boom, they all come in, they all paid their $40 to $50. Now you just got 100 people in, and you just ended up, just from that alone, you made whatever, $4,000 or $5,000.
Right.
Good.
Well, and I felt so good after, I got on the Vibe the 2 times that I got on there, and my daughter-in-law got on there, like 5 times. And we both felt so wonderful afterwards. I don't think we're going to have any problem whatsoever, with clientele, because I have, anywhere from 10 to 15 people every day that would be, I would just say, you need to get on it, and it'll just fly. I really think it'll do exceptionally well.
Well, I know it's going to do well. I'm excited that you guys are doing this. And I wanted to answer the second part of your question that you did not ask. I'm making up your second part of the question.
I'm good with that.
we just went through the first 100 people that you already have appointments for.
Yes.
What happens when they come in for the session? Thank you that you came in. Yes, here's your $40 session. And because you are one of the first 20 people, we're offering you packages of 10 or 20 at this $40 rate.
Right.
And then the people that are coming in at $50, hey, we're offering this at $50. And start putting together these packages, and they need to be able to follow up. So, oh, that's nice. That's cute. It's a vibrating bed. What's the therapeutic benefits of it? Okay, cool. I did my vibe session. Oh yeah, I tried that. I did that already. No, like, because of why you're coming in for this condition is why I'm recommending you be on the Vibe. A, tell your story. B, who are these people? Because of your digestive imbalances, this is the protocol. Because of your emotions and depression, this is your protocol. Because I know you're trying to call in a new lover or a new job, this is the protocol. And so once you can connect this technology to something that your clients have going on as an adjunct to your massage, it's over. And it's going to take more than one session. So book, you could get a package of 5 or a package of 10.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, you already know it. That's why you didn't ask the question.
And I
But I
just
want to make
know
sure
that it'll
though, but
work.
I want to make sure that I want to have you next week or next 2 weeks. I
Most
want
definitely.
you to come back and say, out of the 100 people, 100 of them showed, and we booked all 100
100
for,
more.
yeah, we booked everybody for packages. So we made $5,000 or $6,000. Let's just do the math, okay?
Right.
Let's do some fun math, everybody.
Well, and one thing with my clients, they're all repeat customers almost every week.
That's great.
So,
All right, here we go. So if we're gonna come in and let's just say 4,000 times 100 for $40, that's $4,000. So cool.
right.
You just made $4,000 off of everybody coming in and paying you their $40 over the 100 people. You got 100 people in. Now you go back in, and out of these 100 people, let's say you get 10 people buy packages.
Right.
I think that's a good number. So you sell them at 4. So let's see, 440 times 10, 400 times. I've got 40 times 10. 40 times 10. 400.
I sold another 4,000.
Yeah, 4,000. Yeah. So 4,000. Yeah, so $400 packages. 400 times 10 is $4,000. I'm a little
Yes.
slow, guys. I'm a little slow because I'm coming out of a week long. So boom. But now, yeah, you made under 4,000 to $8,000 you made seeing somebody twice.
Right.
Paid for. Done.
Boom. Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. Any other questions?
I have one for you.
About how
Sure.
long do you think it'll take to get the Vibe in?
What do you mean?
Like,
You
how long does it usually take to get delivered?
I mean, once it goes out the door to Texas, I mean, a couple days.
Oh, okay. That's what I was figuring
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. So, is it a 3.1 or a 3.2?
It's the big bit.
Yeah. So with freight, sometimes you need to, they might call you and set up a like a delivery date for you.
Okay.
Okay. What other questions do you have?
That's it. I've got to get off now. I'm fixing to do another massage. So
Okay.
it's great chatting with you, and I'm way excited. Thank you.
Thanks for vibing with us. Dagmar, you get the last.
got-
Oh no, Phil's got a question. Go for it.
Yeah. Rose and I, I told you earlier today, we moved our business into our home. We're still seeing several clients. One of them is a little boy. He's 6 years old and he's got ADHD. The boy gets in trouble a lot at school. You try not to laugh, but the last one that we saw was a picture where he literally kind of flipped the table over on its side at school and then did a headstand off of it. His feet were up in the air and he's all twisted up. And it's kind of comical, but at the same time, it's driving his single mom crazy.
Yeah.
That's why she brings him. And we've been putting him on Spectrum because obviously, with our knowledge and again, in our 1 year anniversary this week of knowing you and doing the Vibe, we've done a lot of people and we understand that, that makes sense for ADHD, Spectrum.
Yeah.
Out of the 5 or 6 times, maybe 7 that we've seen him now, uh, he has only gotten on there one time to where he finally, after being real fidgety, he stopped moving around and literally fell asleep for 20 minutes. We left him on for an extended period of time for like 40-45 minutes for a change.
Yeah.
Didn't charge him any extra. But the bottom line is, do you, from your experience, is there anything else you recommend? I'm thinking cell cleanser,
Dude,
anything.
energy clearing, clear that energy out of the body. Cell cleansers, spectrum, all of these things, even dive. This is where you can start getting intuitive. Like, listen, Phil, you've been working with this stuff a long time. I know that you're a sensitive musician, magician. You're connected into the Sonic-Ceuticals.
Oh yeah.
Try some stuff. I mean, you can definitely post on the chat, but I mean, spectrum, of course. My go-to energy clearing. When I'm not sure what to do, energy clearing, body clearing, instrumental. And you know what? If they freak out from that, then don't do the spinal frequencies. Use the energy clearing, by itself. That cell cleanser, anti-inflammatory. Visceral healing. This is where we come in with that universal ascending, like releasing. You see, Dagmar, like a case like that. So this is where we could start kind of playing around with it.
Yeah, because the one thing I say all the time, which I really, after this year of knowing you and talking with you so many times on these calls and in person, the big thing that I'm getting that I think may help Dagmar as well, is the concept of cellular memory.
Yeah.
And you brought that up so many times, and that's really kind of stuck in my craw.
Good.
And the idea that I've gotten, knowing you, reading your book, all the stuff that I'm into now that I do read, uh, you know, people have to stop and think about, what is cellular memory? I mean, the way I explain it is, you go to a doctor, they say, what runs in your family? Diabetes, cancer, blah, 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 blah. So literally that's cellular memory because it's not you, but it was in your family, your history. That's why they're asking.
That's
But what about,
generational trauma. Or
exactly. And then that's what
transgenerational.
I was going to say is what about karma? What about, past lives? If you believe in that, what did we bring here that is affecting us in this lifetime? And so I think that whole concept of cellular memory, even with a 6-year-old boy, is really important.
Yeah, I would recommend keeping it in yes. I mean, if the parents are talking about,
Oh, I
past
don't talk to
lives,
them. I
but
don't
I'm
talk
just
to them
saying, like,
that
in
way.
terms of,
Yeah.
with you, like, keep it in the present. And
Yeah.
really, this technology is going to work. It's going to clean it presently, but it can
Yeah.
also dig into some things in the past potentially as well too. I mean, it's hard for me to document that for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where we keep it going that direction.
I don't get into that with very many clients at all. It's like, if the conversation leads that way, I'll bring up that point. But I think that, that's a big part of what's really happening with people because, that's what I've read and that's what you've made clear. Cellular memory is a big deal and you don't know what they're holding on to still. So again, I very rarely say that
Yeah.
to a
No, talk
client.
cellular memory. Talk cellular memory. Just
Yeah.
I've been talking about like more like dude, definitely talk cellular memory. Just, getting into past lives and, just know your audience.
Yes, exactly. That's what we do. It's exactly what we do.
My part of that question is being that when they give kids medication for ADHD, they usually give them Ritalin, Adderall, or lithium, things like that, and those are ups. And with children, they seem to think that giving them an up to a person that is hyperactive, it slows them down.
Mm.
So I know this from experience from my own children. Do you think abundance would work for that since it's an up?
Try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would say too.
I'm just afraid it'll make him too hyper for his mother. That's why I'm asking you.
Try it. You know what? I told you the story about little River.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy the little baby that drowned and his dad brought him
Yeah.
back. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know what to play for him. I was like, let's just
Crank it
drop
up.
him.
And
Yeah, let's just
yeah,
crank out
yeah,
abundance and shake the heck out of his cells. So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, my question, if you were sitting with me and I was your professor, and you say, I want to use abundance, I'm going to say to you, why? And you know what? All I need from you is an answer. Like, it doesn't even have to be a right answer, but I want you to tell me why you will do that, because it's an up and I'm wanting it to bring the person up, like to mimic a pharmaceutical. Okay, then yes, then do that, because I know that you are going for something specifically and that protocol will do that. Now, I might say, you know, I might agree with it, disagree with it, but that's not here nor there. Like if I say, why are you going to do it? And you say, I don't know, then that doesn't fly. But if I asked you and you give me an answer, great.
Right, right. And
Yeah.
part of that for me is what you have said many times, and I really held on to this too, which is that difference between monkey mode and wizard mode.
Wizard mode,
Because
not lizard. Wizard.
yeah, that's wizard. Yeah, that's what I said.
No,
Wizard.
it's like
Uh,
lizard.
That's
Yeah,
what I said was
lizard.
wizard mode. No, not
Wizard.
lizard.
Yeah, yeah,
But
lizard
yeah,
mode.
of course, me being a magician, I understand it's wizard mode, bro.
So yeah,
But you
so
know, the thing of connecting to that is really important. And you know, once I really caught on to what you were meaning by that, you know, that's the thing, is it's kind of like flipping that internal switch to intuition.
yeah,
And you know, it goes back to your talks that you've done so many times, and I've got screenshots and got them in a book. And one of them is where, you know, you mention, hey, you know, we did pH and salts and sugars, and there were
yeah,
profound biochemical changes. But I love the line in there, and I emphasize this when I show that page to anyone. You let them choose their track.
exactly.
And that to me is a big thing to understand about what wizard mode really is, because if you can help that person, you know, because you see it, you know, you doing what you do, we do it too, we go to conventions too, and you see so many people that they want to spit out what their intuition is telling them, but their brain gets in the way and they're like, well, I'm kind of, and you know, you keep pushing them. No, go with what you're feeling, go with what speaks to you. And you know, I found that the more that I do that and I help somebody do that, yeah, that's where they typically get more benefit.
Exactly. So great. This is a great call, great information. I'm going to go. I'm going to wrap up this call. It's been 1 hour. We just got here from Austin. Uh, I like my new path, Phil. Thank you for the opportunity to present. We're going to go unpack the RV. We got 4 vibes in our RV.
Wow.
I want to say we made 3 custom Eclipse vibes that were made specifically for the Eclipse. They're $12,000 custom
Wow.
Eclipse vibes. We sold one of them, which I'm very proud of.
Cool.
And we have 2 more, and we have more in the RV. So we're going to unpack that, get things going, get ready for the ladies to arrive. And I invite each and every one of you to change life destiny.
We will be there.
Okay. Ciao.
Take care. See you soon.